When BougeRV first sent me this, I was thinking camping or overlanding. And while it's definitely great for those things, after spending some time with it, I think one of the biggest advantages is largely overlooked. This allows you to put a refrigerator pretty much anywhere you want one. Today I'm looking at the BougeRV CRD2 V2.0 portable fridge and freezer. I'm going to show you some of the ways I've been using it and why I think it's one of the most versatile outdoor products I've tested in quite a while. This is the 43-quart version. One of the first things that stood out to me was it has two different sides that can be controlled independently. You can have them both be freezers, both be refrigerators. You can have one side be a refrigerator while the other side's a freezer. You can swap them up depending on what you need. For us, that means on our way back from the Gulf Coast this summer, we can use one side to keep our drinks cold on the ride while we use the other side to keep our fresh seafood we're bringing back frozen, because it's a 10-hour drive. The temperature range runs from -4 all the way up to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, so you got a lot of flexibility there. Now this is actually where I think this product is overlooked and people like myself might get a lot of unexpected use out of it. Let's say you're having friends over, hanging out by the pool, watching the kids swim, or just enjoying a nice day outside. Normally you've got two choices. You can either drag a cooler out and keep buying ice, which may be okay for just drinks, but let's face it, with food, that often ends up with you getting soggy or frozen food when you go to reach for it. The other option is you can spend the entire day going back and forth into your house to the refrigerator for drinks, snacks, fruit, condiments, or whatever else it is that somebody seems to need. With something like this, you can literally park the refrigerator right next to the pool. You put your cold drinks on one side, your snacks on the other, everything's right here where you need it. No melted ice, no soggy food, and no running back and forth into the house every 10 minutes. It sounds simple because it is, but once you start using it, you realize just how convenient it is. One thing I really like about this is the versatility of being able to set the compartments differently. For example, I can keep cold drinks on this side while using the other side as a freezer for ice cream or steaks. Little deer meat in there, you can see it's still frozen. Let's forget about the Japanese 8.5 Wagyu and the deer meat. You definitely don't want your Ben & Jerry's getting melted on you. So for me, the flexibility of this is what makes it stand out. And I think another great place to use it is right beside your grill. Not everybody has an outdoor kitchen or an expensive outdoor refrigerator. I know I don't. But with something like this, I can keep burger patties, hot dogs, cheese, condiments, drinks, everything I need right beside the grill. Instead of constantly walking back in the house, everything's within an arm's reach. Typically when we have parties, I do all the cooking. And when you're cooking for a large group, that kind of convenience really makes a difference. Now let's talk about what makes this thing portable. You can power it by a standard 110 outlet when you're home. You can use a 12-volt adapter when it's in your vehicle. This model comes with a removable battery, which is one of my favorite features. And both of the adapters will keep the battery charged as long as it's in the unit when it's plugged in, which means you don't necessarily have to have it plugged into anything when you're using it, because the battery can last for up to 20 hours depending on the conditions. And yes, it even supports solar charging, which is great if you're camping, overlanding, or any kind of off-grid use. The fact that it has so many ways to power it really is one of the best features. You can control everything from the front panel, but you can also use the BougeRV app. From the app, you can monitor temperatures, make adjustments, switch modes, and manage the fridge remotely without having to walk over and open it up every time. It's also great if this happens to be packed up in your SUV and you realize when you packed it in there, you face the controls the wrong direction, but mid-drive, you decide to thaw those awesome steaks you have in the freezer side. No problem, just change the temp in the app and nobody has to crawl over the seat at 70 miles an hour. For a unit this size, it's surprisingly easy to handle. It's got wheels, retractable handle, tie-down points, and super rugged construction that's designed for outdoor use. You can even reverse the direction of the lids. Apparently some people are smart enough to know why that's useful. I'm still trying to figure out why I wouldn't just turn the cooler around or walk around to the other side. I'm sure there's a reason for it that makes sense for somebody's situation. I just haven't found one for mine yet. Whether you're moving it around in your yard, taking it camping, loading it in a truck, or taking it along on a road trip, BougeRV clearly designed this to be portable. So my favorite feature of it is the versatility. Sure, it's great for camping, RVing, overlanding, off-grid use, the stuff that you would think. But I think people are going to get just as much use of it at home. Pool parties, backyard cooking, tailgating especially. Basically anywhere you need a refrigerator and don't have one, it's a refrigerator that goes wherever you want it. If you'd like to know more about it, I've put links in the description and in the video. You can use either of those to check pricing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.